Greetings, it's Chappers. I'm back and I've got a plethora or a cornucopia of exciting shizzle to tell you about. Starting with exciting things like coffee. I have a friend who we're going to call Mr. Quinn, my personal medicine man. And the lovely Mr. Quinn sent me 3 packages of joy, awe and excitement. Is an ex or retired session guy who in his spare time makes lovely bags of delicious caffeinated dark beverage of joy. He sent me these. How awesome is this? Do you want to smell it? Here, have a smell. La Bella from Guatemala, which is okay for sugar and milk, has a nutty flavour notes, use last, packed very fresh. This is Yir Jefehe, spicy notes, good solid body, like me. Sugar and milk okay, but just a little. Kenya, sugar and milk not recommended, very good for cafetiere, clean and fresh, look for currant notes. Well, I think this is the one for me. What do you think, audience? Here is a cafetiere I prepared earlier, and some Doritos. Just 2 bags a day is the limit of a man's calorie intake. Anybody remembers that? They've been watching way too many of my videos for far too long. It sounds like a drum roll, doesn't it? It's like a coffee drum roll. Oh man, it smells amazing. It smells like the freshest, most incredible coffee ever. Nice to meet you. So here is the first cup of the special, I think it was Kenyan blend, I don't know, it's coffee. Let's see what Mr. Quinn has achieved and what the flavour notes are. It does have currenty aftertone notes. My dream is at some point to launch my own little coffee brand and call it Chappers, or something equally coffee-like. Just a touch of almond milk, freshly milked from almonds probably 4 years ago. Anyway, on with the video. So much to get through, I've actually written a list. Next on my agenda of things to tell you, my good buddy Ryan, I love you Ryan, from RNA Music in Texas, managed to do an Indiegogo campaign and raise the funds to become a Chapman Guitars retailer in Texas, Canton, Texas. So everyone in Texas go, yeah! I just wanted to say a special congratulations to Ryan, who is renewing his marriage vows to his wife Angela today, I think it is. Guys, congratulations. I know it's been 15 years, I think. It's a long time, maybe 10 years. I don't know. Either way, you're obviously clearly very much in love, and that's very nice. So congratulations to you both. And again, yeah! I've got a banjo, which is really, really, really cool. The wonderful people from Barnes & Mullins, the guy that owns Barnes & Mullins, which is a distribution company, told me on the plane to the NAMM show recently that the actual people Barnes and Mullins, as in Mr. Barnes and Mr. Mullins, were banjo-playing raconteurs who traipsed around the world charming women with their banjo skills. And this is an authentic Barnes & Mullins banjo, which is really cool. Now, I don't play banjo at all. I literally picked this up yesterday and played it for about all day. So now I'm a little bit better, but I'm still very rusty. But I'll probably give it a go for you during this video at intermittent periods of time. I know nothing about banjos at all. I know that this little bit here is where you put a strap. It looks, to all intent and purposes, like a snare drum with a stick on it. All hail the Joe. Friends, colleagues and gentlemen in Australia, and ladies, in Australia and Canada, I bid you greetings, and I have some exciting news for you. If you're a fan of Chapman guitars, or indeed if you're not a fan of Chapman guitars, I now have retailers in Australia, Melbourne, and in Canada, in Calgary, and my magic scrying device over here gives me all the information. Come hither. You can roll. It'd be funny. There you go. So, we got Music Junction. By the way, this is my forum, robchapman.tv. Very excited to say we just got a new retailer in Australia, Music Junction, 2 stores based in Melbourne, who placed their first order yesterday. I want to thank them for being awesome and joining the family, and good luck in dealing with the massive Aussie Chapman family, because I must get an email from an Australian dude probably every day going, hey man, when are we going to get any guitars? Because they're so far away and it costs so much to ship a guitar to them. It's really exciting. We've got a place there, 2 places actually, 2 stores, Music Junction, Melbourne, check them out. And since the lighting is so bright behind us, I'm rolling camera girl to there. And in Canada, we have Calgary. We've got Guitar Works in Calgary, 3 stores for you there in Calgary. I know Canada's a massive place, and obviously it's one part of Canada, but it's the best we can do so far. They're lovely people. So if you're Canadian or Australian, you can check out a Chapman guitar and get it shipped to you for much cheaper than you can from the U of the K. I'd like to thank the 7,500 of you who voted on the Chapman Guitars ML3. Thank you very much. The vote for bodywood is closed as of now, and I'm going to tell you what the results are and a couple of decisions and choices I've made. Wait for me there. So, scrying device, tell me what happened. And the bodywood of preference, surprisingly to me, was mahogany, with 2,917 votes. But I have noticed that Swamp Ash was the second choice, very close, with 2,464 votes. And as such, I've made the decision to make both, because I think the votes reflect the desire for both kinds of bodywood. So there will be 2 ML3 standards, one in mahogany and one in Swamp Ash. Nobody wanted a veneer, cool. Lots and lots of people, 5,238 people, wanted a maple neck, which is awesome. And then the fretboard wood was again an even Steven type situation. 40% wanted maple, 38% wanted ebony. And so what I've done is, I think we're going to do one with mahogany body, a maple neck, and a maple fingerboard. And then we're going to do one with a Swamp Ash body, a maple neck, and an ebony fingerboard. And we're going to make the headstocks match the bodies on both of those. And I hope that makes a lot of people very happy. It makes me very happy because I get to make, for the first time ever, a maple fretboarded guitar. And that's going to be damn exciting. So, wood vote closed, no more voting for woods. Next up will be all the specifics about the neck. So we're looking at things like scale length, number of frets, the tuners, that kind of stuff. It'll be exciting, it'll be interesting, fret markers, all that type of paraphernalia. So prepare for that. When the vote's ready, I'll let you know in another video that's more about the ML3. Next on the agenda of Chapman Joy is the bass, the MLB. Well, we received the CAD from the factory. Looks really exciting. I can't show you because it's obviously a technical specification that's secret to Chapman. But the CAD has been received. Dave sent his personal neck to the factory in Korea to copy all the elements of, because it's this neck that he just thinks is brilliant, and I trust Dave Hollingworth with my life. And we're now waiting to receive the prototype MLB. The second we receive it, you'll know, because you'll hear Dave from all the way over in Hove going, oh yeah! I was quite excited to receive this package in the mail recently to my Wanderers flat in Brighton. Now, this package is from a company called Didario, and they make strings and accessories, and I like them all. Open it, Dinosaur. Thank you. And within is the Play Fearlessly NYXL World's Strongest Guitar Strings. Now, I never discovered or found Didario to be not strong or weak, so this intrigues me. It says here, 2 years ago we challenged ourselves to reinvent the electric guitar string. The result is what you now hold in your hands. I feel like it's a Lion King moment. This is the strongest set of electric guitar strings ever made, stronger than any of its predecessors. It settles to pitch faster and holds pitch better. Well, that's what they say. Let's find out. Here's a guitar I prepared earlier. It's a standard Ash ML1, although I have added some dirty Seymour Duncan dirt into it and oiled the fretboard profusely. I've also lubed the nut for the eagle-eyed of you who can tell. let's put a set of Play Fearlessly Dear Daria NYXL 10 to 46 on. I've got to say, I'm noticing a vast difference when I'm bringing these strings to pitch, because I was trying to imagine what they meant by a stronger string, and I couldn't really get my mind around what that would be. But what I'm noticing is that when I thread it through, measure off and then bend, then what I normally do is I wind it on. By the way, that's how I tie my strings. I don't use a tie, I just bend it like a fish hook, and it's more than enough grip when you've got 2 winds to keep the string perfectly to tune and tension. When I'm winding it on, it isn't giving anything like as much. Like normally when I would take a string and I would bend it like this, stretch it in, it would drop to flat and it'd be nothing. But these are they're not stretching as much, but they feel nice. And you know when you've played strings for a long time and they've got that kind of nice soft bendy feel, but they're rigid? It's like that. I can't explain really, it's really hard, but I think I like them a lot. Here it is, all strung and beautiful. These definitely feel completely different. I've strung it, stretched it, tuned it. I even adjusted the truss rod because this did have 12 to 62 on it previously for ogre tunage. And the one thing you'll notice straight away is if you stretch it once, that's pretty much it's in tune. A couple of really big bends, what would normally happen on a guitar I've just tuned is I'd have to stretch it and tune it again a considerable amount. So that's really impressive. That's very impressive. That's really, really amazing. Wow, I am absolutely amazed. That's incredible. Great strings. I think I'll be using these from now on. I'm very impressed, and I'm Rob Chappers. By the way, the amp I'm playing through that you can't see, basically this is my new amplifier. It's the best amplifier I've ever played in my life. I love it, with all my heart. It's incredible. It's the Silverback by Victory Amplification. I can't show you yet because we haven't technically launched it, but obviously I've got one. So what we've got here is good old prototype 1, and then I've got prototype 2, and this is the badge that should go there. And then this is the finished and final product that I am so proud of, and it's just every great tone I ever loved. It's like an SLO, it's like a JCM, it's like a Terra. It's all my favourite tones captured in a box, like a big Pandora's box of sound, and it's the best amp you will ever buy, and I mean that. And soon I'll be able to pull this up and show you, and there you go. But take my word for it, this thing is incredible. You can already buy it from a bunch of retailers right now, so take a look. It'll be available worldwide, and it's a 2-channel, all hand-wired, pristine, British-made. It's the best of the best of the best, and you have my word on that. Anyway, I've been Rob Chapman, and I hope you've enjoyed this video presentation by myself on my YouTube channel. If you do, please subscribe and enjoy this plectrum that I will now throw for you to catch.